Sex and long-term relationships. Hi, welcome to Lily Love Coach. Sex in long-term relationships takes a lot of work, or it's going to get boring. And most people don't think that sex should take work. I mean, come on, it should just come naturally, right? Wrong. More often than not, when I work with couples, this is what happens. This is the foreplay, where she reaches over and grabs him. Actually, she doesn't even really initiate. The typical scenario is the guy reaches over, asks if she's in the mood, and then you go for it in bed at night before you go to sleep. And super boring. When I ask women what their idea of some good foreplay is, the typical response, I swear I'm not kidding you, is when he takes out the garbage. Wow, okay. That's not my idea of a turn on, but I guess we have to start at square one. It's important to have a relationship where both people feel like they're on equal playing ground, where both people feel a partnership, a contribution. Life's hard, guys. Kids, chores, work, all the above. If one person feels like he or she is over-functioning and the other is just getting a free ride, that's going to cause a problem in a relationship. Hence, taking out the garbage is a turn-on. No, seriously though. So those of you in long-term relationships, you're going to have to get creative. Your dopamine levels in your brain adjusted after year 2 or 3. So think outside the box. Talk with each other about new ideas you might like to incorporate. Set aside time and really make an effort to connect. Connecting sexually doesn't always happen spontaneously. Life is so busy. You really have to make an effort to make time for it. Another thing I often hear in long-term relationships is, she's just uncomfortable doing that, and so we don't do that. Oh yeah, and she's uncomfortable masturbating, so we don't do that either. And she's uncomfortable with this and that. And okay, stop blaming the partner. It's your responsibility too. Does she have all the power in the relationship? And if so, think about why. Why does she? Why does she get to get away with that? Or vice versa. Some things are uncomfortable to push your edge. Really walk through the fears that you have. Sometimes, guys, it's harder making changes in long-term relationships than going out and being a completely different person with somebody new. I'm not saying that's, the solution to do that. I'm saying that when you know somebody for a long time and you know how they brush their teeth and they sleep and they're like around you like a sibling practically, but you love them, to keep it hot and sexy takes work. To become somebody new who you may not have ever shown this person, or yourself for that matter, in the 20 years that you're together, that's challenging. That's some real courage. I mean, if here you guys have never talked about a fantasy and you want to bring that into the bedroom, not necessarily in reality, but in language, but to just hear your partner talk when you've never heard him or her do that before, that is so scary. And just imagine the sense of intimacy that it can really bring, that challenge together, walking through it, the fear, the vulnerability. Become a partnership and really walk it together. Keeping sex hot takes a lot of work. It's not fun to reach over, have sex, and pass out week after week. Check your relationship. Is it a partnership? Does it feel balanced? Are you checked out? Get creative. Talk about some new ideas and set aside time. Life is busy. Does your partner not want to try something? Get to the root of the discomfort. Become somebody new, courageous. Do it as a team. Lily Love Coach.